Alrighty, welcome back to Trailmakers, and today I'm going to be showing you a new car that I built. I normally don't build cars because, in my opinion, I'm awful at it, so I decided, you know what, let's try building a car. And I built this thing. I forgot the car that I was referencing off of when I made this, but yeah. So I just called it the Auto Mark III. So yeah. It's not very fast. Well, it's faster than most of the tanks I have. It goes a good 62 kilometers per hour off-road, and I think it goes like 64 when it's actually on pavement. So yeah, it's quite fast. The suspension is, it gets the job done. Oh, I also got the Frontline DLC to see the new like engine skins and stuff. And honestly, I really love the new sounds that all the engines and stuff makes. It's a lot better than the default engine noises, so I'm definitely going to be using that a lot more. I will be showing you how I put this all together because there's a lot more to it than what it looks like. There's also somewhat interior to this thing. Sorry. But yeah. Of course, you got the door. Let's slow down and get to a stop. And let's show you how this thing works. So the bumpers actually function as bumpers. So these are dampened. They're set to a somewhat low position, and they have a low speed because otherwise they would bounce back too fast, and it would probably cause the build to like spontaneously combust or something like that. Some Trailmakers logic. So yeah, same goes for this one. And then of course, now as I built this, I realized that I probably could have got a smoother looking grill if I did these angling in from the sides rather than angling out from the middle, because it does leave quite an annoying gap there, but then again, there's nothing I can really do about that given that how far I've come along with this build. So yeah, that's not really something I can change. Maybe I can if I like really try and find some room on this build, but yeah, that's this build definitely can get some work done on it. So yeah. And of course you have the cabin, which due to how I wanted to have it set up, I have these large side view mirrors on the top just to give like a certain thickness to the roof. So as you can see there, it doesn't look so like tall, because it shouldn't really look all that tall when you look at it. So then of course there's decals all over the thing. It's not really too obvious. I think I need to reset them. They're a bit more, they're not as obvious on the back, but you can definitely see them. Then of course we have this little trunk on the back, because, you know, when you need it. I probably should have colored that exhaust pipe. That actually I completely forgot to add on to the build when I was making it, so I had to redo this lower part of the back thing behind the bumpers. So yeah, that was a last minute addition. Then the tires I was kind of worried I wouldn't find something that would actually fit in with the build, but thankfully these truck tires actually, I kind of really like how they fit in. I feel like they definitely have the right look to them. So yeah, this is probably the first car that I've made at this scale. Well, I'm not sure if that's entirely true, because there is, let me show you a build that I've never shown off before. It is my Dodge Charger inspired car that I actually don't really like as much as I used to. Like, this is the second largest car I've made, and it's definitely one of my older designs that, I don't know, I just don't really care much for it anymore. It was cool when I made it, but yeah, it just has a lot of issues with balancing, so yeah, a car that was originally built for the racetrack turned into just something that would sit in storage. Kind of like most older cars, which is kind of sad. Honestly, that as much as I don't really, or I say that I'm not really like the most into cars, it is very disappointing that most older cars sit or like get put in storage, then like, you know, they rust out and like rats start tearing up the cushions in them and like, or the seats and whatever. And it's like, I'm like, come on, man. I just don't understand why somebody would just toss their car in a storage shed. I mean, for collectors, I guess, but like, and okay, to be completely honest, this is coming from someone who lives in a state where you definitely see those lots of just like huge, like just mass graveyard of rusted cars as far as the eye can see. So yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of interesting cars just stripped of anything and, you know, let to rot in a field somewhere. But yeah, this car is definitely one of my... Oh, right. For cars, I usually put them in certain places based on their theme. And this one I decided to put in the Muscle League. So this one's put in the Muscle League because, I don't know, that's just all I could think of at the time. And if we take a look at my Formula cars, let's go the low drag version of my... This one is in the Formula League. So yeah, that's kind of how I gauge that working. So yeah, this is another one of my cars, but we're not gonna look at that one very long. I'll do a race video for that one because it's a very fun car to drive around, and it's also probably one of the fastest. I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but you know, I don't mean to toot my horn or anything, but insert like huge tanker ship sound effect or something like that. Anyway. But yeah, that just about does it for this episode, and yeah, this car was a lot of fun to work on, and it definitely is very durable. At least it can perform jumps without, you know, spontaneously combusting. So yeah, that's all I have for this episode today, and I will see you in the next one where I will be maybe showing off a B-24, because I have been planning something like that for a long while, and I actually want to build it now. So yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.